So it's definitely hard, but. Bye. What's going on, guys? Oh, if you've been following me, you know I love New Music Friday because it gives me a good mix of a bunch of new music coming out, and I get to pick my weekly favorites, and then I get to throw them out when next Friday comes. Welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kayla, also known as Kayla Fit. I figured I should probably start introducing myself at the beginning of my videos because I just don't do that. I just assume that you know who I am, and if you're a new viewer, you have no clue who I am. So thank you for watching. Welcome to my channel. I don't know how you found me, but I'm so happy that you're here. Today we're going to be going ahead and answering questions from all of my Instagram followers. I put a little thing up and ask me questions to get to know me better, basically. So today's video is going to be all about me, I guess. I think they all are, right? But it'll be, you know, getting to know me, my past, what's my, you know, what was I like growing up, and I'll let you guys get to know me a little bit better. Hopefully you guys can relate a little bit more to me. Thank you for clicking on this video. We're gonna get into it. I got a pull workout going on later again today, and we will be answering questions throughout the day. So let's get it. Welcome to my closet. I don't know, should we start like really juicy or should we not? Do you think you'll live in Georgia the rest of your life? So currently I live in Atlanta, Georgia, for those of you that don't know. I don't think I'll live here for the rest of my life. I love warm weather. I think I'll end up in Florida if I'm being completely honest. Like, I am my happiest when I'm on a beach. Going to Florida in 5 days, 6 days. Florida will be my end goal. I definitely won't be here forever. It says creative, yes or no? These are from Amazon. They're really comfortable. And they were like, they gave them to me, but I'm pretty sure they're like 12 to 20 bucks. This is harder than I thought. I'm really distracted. I would say I have a creative nature in regards to like content, but I wasn't really like creative with like my hands, I guess you could say, until college because I joined a sorority, which ended up leading to me having to get creative because you either get creative or, you know, you're just a loser because in the sorority you have to be creative to create crafts for like your big and little. And for those of you that are in sorority, you know exactly what I'm saying. And those of you that aren't, that's okay. But yes, I was in a sorority and that led to all of those creative aspects in my life. I have this thing in my closet. Do you guys want to see it? It's like my like creative kit. You guys want to see it? Come on, I'll show you. Let's see. It's in my bathroom. There it is. This is it. Basically, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's my craft box, you know? When you're in a sorority, you get a craft box. So there's definitely some things I could be creative with in here, and that's where I learned a lot of my creativity, I would say, is from being in a sorority. So, yeah. I'm trying to see if my focus is working better. It's not. There I am. Under my skin. Alright. Oh, you guys are on the edge. We can't lose another net lens. Meeting in like 15 minutes. Okay. Where did you go to college, and did you get into working out heavily while you were there? Great question. So I did go to college, and I went to college at Millikan University, which is a small school. I'll put some pictures on the screen so you guys can see. It's a small Division III school in Decatur, good old Decatur, Illinois. Those of you that know where Decatur, Illinois is or know Millikan University, go ahead and comment down below. I would appreciate that, my fellow alums, or if you're currently going there. I played soccer there all 4 years. I was a goalkeeper. Then I had surgery on my hand, which forced me to field. I started at outside mid and then ended up in outside back and then stuck there for the rest of my college soccer career. I loved that. And did I get into lifting heavily at college? I did not, only because my lifting was all focused around my sport. So it was a lot of explosive work. It wasn't like bodybuilding in a sense like I am now. What did I study in college? I'll just answer that even though you didn't really ask. I studied athletic training, and then my plan was to pass my boards and then go to physical therapy school to get my doctorate and then open up my own clinic in the future. That was like the American dream in my eyes, get married, have kids. And then I realized that I could do whatever the fuck I want and I don't have to follow this system, and that's why I am running my own business, and I am where I am today. My father runs his own business, and I've learned a lot from him, so that has put me in a really good position to where I'm at now. Everything I learned in school through my degree definitely helps me in my job today as an online coach, because I know everything about the body from an anatomy and physiology standpoint. Definitely, there's still new research that comes out all the time that I have to update myself on, as well as my other coach, Dan, on our team. So that's my degree. That's my whole college story, I guess you could say, in a sense. What is my biggest insecurity? I think that, hopefully I'm not blurry and you guys can see me. I think I have two, honestly. And one that I just recently found that like really is a problem that I need to like kind of work on, I guess you could say. My first like big one, I would say, is like my fear of being alone. I have a very, very big fear of being alone, and only because of, you know, growing up, my parents were divorced when I was 9 years old, and then, you know, I saw a lot of what a relationship, like, I guess you could say, shouldn't be like growing up. And so I, you know, have those tendencies to do those things in relationships that I shouldn't be doing, right? Or I can give my whole self to a person, and if I'm not receiving that back, I will still continue to give my whole self, and that kind of screws me over in the end. And then, you know, like, I just feel like, well, I just like figure it out and I just stay in what I'm in because I'm afraid to be alone, right? I think there's a lot more there, and I can do like a relationship video on like all of my past relationships and kind of like explain, you know, what I've learned through those processes. And if you guys are interested in that, comment down below and I could do something like that. So hopefully I can help you guys. But that's like my one insecurity is my like fear of being alone. My other one is just recently kind of like bothered me more. It started when I was really, really young. So my biggest insecurity is like the way I dress. The way I dress and the way like people judge me, or they think that I'm like gay in a sense because I dress like a tomboy. Like, just because I dress a certain way doesn't mean I am something. So if you are someone who's watching this and you've commented on my stuff before like that, please don't do that, and please don't do that to anybody else. That really fucking hurts me, and I'm trying to be better about it, because, you know, your people's comments shouldn't dictate the way I feel. But that's something I've been dealing with since I was like a child. Is I've always dressed like a tomboy. Since I was little, I would never want to wear dresses. Like, in my baby pictures, you could see me in like shorts and a t-shirt. Like, I always wore that, and that's just what I was. And growing up, I've been able to express myself more. I've been able to afford the nicer things, so I wear those things and I express myself through that. And then I get judged by it, and I get a label thrown on me like I'm gay, when I'm not. I'm 100% straight, and that really bothers me. And it's something that I'm like insecure about sometimes, and I like seek for, you know, like I guess like I just, you know, I'm always like do I ask people like, the way I'm dressing right now, like, does that look good? Does that appeal to you? Like, I ask people for their opinions on things that I shouldn't be asking, and it's because I've been bullied about that since I was a little kid. So now that I'm experiencing it since I started growing on TikTok, it's really frustrating, and it's something that I have to work on. But also, you know, people out there, you need to be better about that. Don't just assume someone is something because of the way they look or act. There's probably more to that there. So I grew up with two older brothers, and that's what has caused me to be the way that I am and dress the way that I am. So I wouldn't change that for the world. But yeah, that was really deep there, but that's just the honest truth. Just arrived at my destination and got off a bomb 30-minute conversation with an exciting thing that will be to come in 2021. I can't release too much information yet, so just know that there's big things happening this year, and it's gonna be really fucking exciting, and I can't wait to show you guys these things, get you guys these things. It's gonna be awesome. So I'm just really fucking excited after that phone call, so be really excited. All right, I need to eat my pre-workout meal, and then we can do some more questions.
I took a look at the frozen cod. There were 2 pieces in there. 2 pieces. Each one $1, like the foot. The tilapia.
Ooh, getting ready for the gym. When you were younger, did you deal with mental health problems? If so, what helped? I wouldn't say I dealt with like mental health problems. I would say I definitely had struggles, like with my parents divorcing and everything, and like kind of getting like bullied in a sense for the way that I dressed. But other than that, I feel like that's it. Like, did I feel alone? At times growing up, yeah, because my mom was working a lot, and I was with my mom more than I was with my dad. I guess that would be the biggest thing. Now that I'm older, and I think I have more like problems that I deal with, anxiety, depression runs in my family. I don't think that I think I've gone through some periods, not really bad, but I've definitely gone through some periods of depression, but I've gotten through them, and my biggest piece of advice is to voice what you're going through, talk to loved ones, talk to others that way it's out there, right? Like if you're constantly hiding something, then others can't help you. So you need to make it known what you're going through so that others can help you. Favorite thing to do non-fitness related, I genuinely like to skateboard. I think it's really freeing. I like to just kind of I don't know, my favorite, obviously, my biggest thing that I love to do, non-fitness related, I would say is eat food. I love the idea of like an experience with food, the whole experience and trying new food and like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I genuinely love food and I bond through food. So that makes it hard when I'm in prep and I separate myself from a lot of people because I can't do those things. So, yeah, that. I like to shop a lot, so like walking around, looking at things, and hanging out with my cats, donuts. That's about it. Everyone keeps asking me how old I am. That's the next question. I am 25 years old. I will be 26 years old August 7th. That is my birthday. Guys, I was just singing that song, Cinema. Is that by Skrillex? You are a cinema. That one. I can hold you forever. It's a good song. It's a good song. Off to the gym. None other than Ghost Sour Watermelon. You guys already know. Why you always in the mood? That was a clean one today. Finally! Question is, why did you decide to major in exercise science? Well, I didn't major in exercise science. I majored in athletic training, which is very different. And the reason I majored in athletic training is because I wanted to go and get my doctorate in physical therapy, and it was a really good entry level versus me majoring in like exercise science and trying to do it. I got way more hands-on clinical hours than I wouldn't have gotten any clinical hours like that if I did exercise science. So yeah. You have any siblings? Yes, I have 2 older brothers. One's Brandon, one's Charlie. How old are they? I don't know, ask my mom. I just get a better workout here, if I'm being honest. And it's less judgmental than the gym I go to in the city, so yeah. What inspired you to help people with their fitness journeys? I would say, like, the person who helped me through my journey was Dan, which is my current coach and also the co-coach on my Business Authentic. So that inspired me, that he helped me get to where I'm at. So I wanted to be able to do that for other people. Did I think I'd be in the position I'm in today? No, but I am, and that's the crazy part. And I'm super thankful and grateful, and we're only gonna grow and get better together. So yeah, if you're interested in joining the team, there's an application link down below. Go ahead and apply. 17 years or older. Do not apply if you're not ready, because if you're not ready, don't waste my time and don't waste your time. Make sure you're ready first. that's a wrap on today's workout. Just showed you guys a little bit. I didn't want to answer questions during the workout only because there's always music playing in here and I'm not trying to get copyrighted, let alone if you can't hear my voice because I don't have a mic on this thing, then yeah, I'm not playing those games. So how long have you been lifting for, plus any injuries? I've been lifting for a little over 3 years. So I started like strictly lifting last October 2020 was my 3-year anniversary when I started lifting. So a little over 3 years. Injury-wise, I've injured my back and my shoulder. That's about it. My back was like a newer injury, but my shoulder, I tore my labrum in college being really dumb, and I was drunk and threw a rock. So that happened, and then that just bothers me from time to time with certain movements. And then my back, I hurt it deadlifting, just like literally 135 pounds, like just for reps, doing like 4 sets, and my back kind of like went out, and I like could not move normally for a long time, which sucked horribly. But right now it's kind of nagging me again. It like comes and goes randomly, and then once it comes, it's a pain in the ass for a while until it goes away. So I just kind of take it easy on anything that puts stress on like my mid to lower back. Deadlifts I don't do anymore. I don't squat anymore, only for those reasons. So yeah. I always want to push that end. I don't know why. All right. Finally leaving the gym. Got some steps in. How was your workout?
Good.
Yeah? The real reason that I grabbed my camera and was going to talk to you guys is because sometimes I forget, like I'm just here sharing my life, right? Like that's it, right? It's kind of cool documenting, but I really do forget the impact that I have on you guys. Like I think I don't realize that sometimes. You know, I just had someone come up to me in the gym when I was lifting. I was doing dumbbell bicep curls. Apparently she followed me on Instagram, and she said that like I helped her a ton in regards to her reverse because I fucked up my reverse diet. If you guys haven't seen that video, go watch my binge eating video. But apparently like she kind of looked up to me when she was like reaching for another cookie and saw like my journey and how much I trashed myself, and it held her accountable to not do that. And that was like fucking cool as hell to hear. And I just forget that I have that impact. Like I forget that the things that I do really does impact you guys, whether it's a good or a bad way. I want it to mostly be good, but I don't know, that's crazy to me. Like it's crazy, like I don't know. I'm just here documenting shit, and I don't know, man. I don't know, I'm hungry. Post-workout meal, we got an apple, organic of course, with some natural organic peanut butter, and then some ground beef. I think this is like 96.4 math, and then a little bit of sauce on it. So we got our protein, carbs with our fats. Yee.
You'll last around every day the rest of your life. I worked on this because I want to say this to you nice as possible.
How pretty. Yo, I woke up. You wanna know the first thing that came to my mind? That made me really angry. I'm learning Spanish on Duolingo because I realized that like I learned Spanish in school and then it all just went away. I know you're hungry. Just wait. And I had a 14-day streak and I lost it because I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night. And it alarms me to re-up and make sure I do it at 10:15. I'm so angry. I feel like a loser. Oh my god. Alright, next question. What's my favorite movie? One of my all-time favorites is Armageddon. I just love the storyline. I love everything about it. Another one of my favorites, like comedy, is I think it's called Cop Out. Love that one. I used to watch it so many times in college. And those are like my two like absolute favorite movies. I probably have others, but those are the first two that come to mind. Next one, relationship with past food. So I never really had a bad relationship with food until after my competition when I was like binge eating, but prior to that, I didn't really like, I don't know, I guess like in college and stuff and all that, like I just ate like shit. I didn't eat well until I realized like, hey, if I want to have the body that I want and I want to feel and look great, I have to eat good foods. And then that's when I started eating good. So that was a little over 3 years ago. Next one, how did I, what was the question? How did you deal with moving so far from home? Honestly, I'm what you call a runner. not physically a runner. Not someone who enjoys jogging, guys. But I like to be in new places a lot. So, for instance, right now, I feel like you guys can't see me. So, for instance, right now, like I've only been in this apartment since October, or since October, the beginning of October, November, December. It's only been 4 months in this apartment, and I'm ready for the next journey. I'm ready for the next city. Like, that's just how I am. So I don't really struggle with it, I would say. I think growing up, I wasn't, like, my brothers were out doing their own thing. I wasn't really, like, I had to learn how to just be alone, kind of. I still, like, hate being alone. I still struggle with it. That's why, I'm really trying to understand being alone and myself more. But you just, like, have to understand that it's not forever, it's temporary, right? You just gotta do what you gotta do in the time that you're given and the place that you are. So that's what I do. I know that there's bigger, better things out there for me. I know there's a reason I was brought to Atlanta, and that was for my business to blow up and do what it did. And now I'm really excited for what is that next step for me? Where is that new location for me? I still have 8 months at this place, but I'm such a mover. I know I need to start giving like 6-month leases. It's way more expensive. Like, this place is not cheap alone. So that's why I don't do 6-month leases, but I know I should, because I'm just very like, go. But I get to travel and move and go wherever I want, whenever I want, because my job is remote. That being said, I could always just visit my friends in Florida. I could always go back home to Chicago, see my dad and like nieces and all them if I want to. So it's just obviously all that right now. I'm gonna bleep what I just said out. I'll just mouth it. Okay, cool. Yeah, because if I say that, then they'll block my video and they put shit on your video. All right, I need to go do cardio. I'm gonna go do cardio. Back from cardio, you know what that means? Coffee. Cardio then coffee, always. Take a sip for you guys. I just had some lifts, so I did my normal 20 minutes. That was my 6th day of the week, so tomorrow I won't be doing cardio. And then I also did a little bit of abs. I did some ab rollouts as well after. So that's like my usual routine. I do abs 2 to 3 times a week. I get asked that question every day. I also get asked my question every day, what's your cardio routine? My cardio routine is for me, right? So you gotta figure out what's best for you. Question is, what made you start competing? So what made me start competing is that I like built this body, right? And I built this like piece of art, you could say, in a way. And by my like 2.5 year mark, or a little over 2.5 years, I was like, I want to see what's under all this. I want to like cut down, and I want to compete with myself and see what I can do in the sport. And sure enough, my first show, I took my class in the overall, and then my second show, summer shredding, which was less than 2 months after that, I ended up taking second in my class. So it is what it is. We'll see what this year brings. I'm super excited to see, but it looks like, we look good. I'm really excited with where I'm at currently, and my abs are coming back in, all of that. I'm doing good. I'm staying disciplined. So that's why I started competing. What is a major belief you held that's changed? Okay, so this is a good question. A major belief I held that changed is that I don't have to conform to society. I don't have to go to college, like get this job, sit there and wait to move up in my job, get married with a white picket fence and have children, and then my children have, you know what I mean? Like, that's something that I used to believe in, and I think I was in a really kind of messed up headspace, let alone the world makes you want to believe that. And I think our generation is doing a great job, and the generations younger than me doing a great job in regards to like not following the system and doing what they can, because they know that you can make money doing anything these days, and everyone can have their own path. You don't have to do what the world tells you to do. So I would say that's a big belief that changed probably about like 2.5 years ago, 2.5 or 3 years ago, I would say that changed. Have you always used Ghost? So I answered this on a TikTok live, and when I first got into like fitness, I didn't use pre-workout, I didn't use pump, protein, like I didn't really know what a lot of that stuff was, so I didn't dabble into it. Now the gym that I trained at and worked at first was next to a GNC. So what that led me to was, going in there, trying things, messing around. I think the first thing I ever tried was C4. I think that's everybody's. It was gross, and I was like so lit on it. I was like, this is disgusting. And then from there, I had, GNC's like whey protein. That was just like the normal thing to do. And then from that, I found Ghost. So really early on in my journey, I found Ghost. And would I use other supplements here and there? Of course. You see a fancy flavor and you want to use it, so I try it out. And I always went back to Ghost consistently. And Ghost was Ghost headquarters is in Chicago, which is super cool to me. And I was like, hey, this is like a hometown kind of thing, whatever. And then it led to where I'm at today. So I've definitely been using Ghost for like just under 3 years, or about 3 years. And I just recently got signed to them in December, I think. November. I need to take a shower. His favorite thing about playing college soccer. So those of you that don't know, I played soccer in college, and I think I already said that somewhere in this video, but I'll put some pictures up that are pretty cool. I miss those days. But I would say that my favorite thing about playing college soccer is probably like the idea of having an amazing team and like being able to like travel with a group of people and like just experience life together, be dumb together. Like, I don't know, the whole college experience is something that you like, it's just amazing. It's a really good experience. And if, you know, you're young and you're watching my channel and you're like, I kind of want to stay at home and do college, don't. Go somewhere new, like travel. Like I only went 2.5 hours from home, but like part of me wishes that I went even further from home. So just like go out, experience, and get a change of scenery. You'll learn different like types of people, different types of culture, which is going to help you so much further in life. So I would just say being around a group of amazing, inspiring individuals and just being goofballs all the time and having like this traveling agenda and like meaning something to like an organization, like meaning like you're a soccer player, like you're a part of that school, you know, like people look up to you, like people ask about how was the game and all this. So I think that's what I miss the most. All right, last question, and I'm gonna wrap this video up because I'm gonna start recording my next video. I'm gonna be smashing legs in my next video, and I'm gonna do a detailed workout through leg day. Hardest part of my journey. So I'm guessing this person is asking just hardest part of my entire fitness journey. Yeah, I would say the hardest part, and a lot of people would think, oh, like dieting, blah, blah, like, yeah, that shit's hard, guys. But I would say the hardest part is losing people and, you know, like gaining new people in my life, only because my life is now so different and I'm such a different person in a sense of like my lifestyle. So people don't understand why I eat the things I do and why I do the things that I do. And it's very easy for them to want me to miss a workout or, you know, eat this food versus the food that I'm eating because it fits their life and they don't understand my mission and my goal, you know, to build my body and be the best that I am. So is it hard for me to be around certain people in my life now because of the lifestyle I have? Absolutely, which has caused me to lose people and, you know, for relationships to hurt because of it. So I would say that's been the hardest thing, but also I have to understand that I'm growing and I'm changing and that's just a part of life, and, you know, people are gonna come and go and it is what it is. So yeah, I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked this style of video, you want me to do another version, like get to know me part 2, comment down below, let me know, and I can do that. All right, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Get the fuck up, make the most out of your day. You are in control. Control the controllables.